Hello Pisces, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your reading for mid-July 2018. This reading is for all about work, career, finances, and this reading is for the Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon and Pisces Rising sign, and I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, please watch your Moon sign or your Rising sign. For this reading I'm using Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and I'm going to draw additional cards from the Wild Unknown deck by Kim Krantz. While I'm shuffling, I quickly want to say thank you to all my subscribers for all your likes, all your comments, all your shares, all your donations. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, please contact me. It's tamara.taro30@yahoo.com, or you can find me through my webpage, Facebook page, or Instango, which is a mobile phone application. All the information is underneath this video in the description box. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we have for you, dear Pisces, for the mid-July 2018. And this reading is all about work, career, and finances. The first card for you is the Ace of Swords, followed by the Hangman, followed by the King of Swords. And in your advice position, we have Three of Cups. Well, Cancer had this card in the same position. We have Page of Swords, followed by the King of Pentacles, followed by the Temperance, and in advice position we have Five of Wands. We have Seven of Pentacles, followed by the Sun card, followed by the Three of Pentacles, and in advice position we have Page of Wands. Okay. It's a monthly reading from mid-July to mid-August, so see how the time works for you, the time frame. Time is fluid, and you know, see how it applies to you. So to start with, you know, starting from sort of 15th of July onwards, we have Ace of Swords, some sort of new beginning, new start. It's like maybe some documents unexpectedly arriving, maybe some legal issues resolved, some sort of clarity in your maybe business, in your career or financial situation, which you've been sort of hanging and waiting, you know, with the Hangman, you've been hanging and waiting, being in a limbo land, and getting it. And also this Hangman, being in a limbo land, is surrounded, sandwiched by the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords. King of Swords sometimes can also, it's air sign, it's Libra, Gemini or Aquarius person, someone who is not following their emotions, they're more sort of very intellectual, sometimes talks about the judge, someone who is in a legal profession, or someone who can actually be in like an advisor, someone who can help you to get that clarity, someone who can just sort of use that sword and give you that sort of clarity of mind, help you to get that clarity of mind. So yes, so we got this you know, sort of being in a limbo position, not knowing where to go, sort of hanging around, you know, looking at situation from different angles, but those two cards, like suddenly, because the aces are normally talks about new beginning, new start, unexpectedly something will come up, some documents will come up, some information will come up, which will allow you to sort of get out of this state and move on. And if it's legal situation, then there will be maybe a judge sort of or court order or something like this, which will let you sort of move forward. And I see this will bring you, make you to celebrate, this kind of celebration with other people. Obviously that you know, unexpected or you know, something new comes into, some new information will make you really happy. That sort of King of Swords will maybe sort of advise you, give you a really good advice, and it will make you very happy. You will be celebrating, you will be going out with your friends, putting your head down and just sort of having a good time and celebrating this. In a business reading sometimes talks about partnership as well, the Three of Cups, partnership, good partnership, getting on with your partners. If you've got a couple of partners in business, or you're working as a team with someone, maybe a couple of leaders or something like that, that also goes really well, because Cups is all about positive energy, about all the positive emotions. So that goes really well as well. So We go a little bit late, late in the end of the July, beginning of August, and we have Page of Swords, some sort of sneaky sort of energy. I don't like the Page of Swords. It's either sort of messages of a very sharp nature, someone, not very pleasant messages, information, or some sort of, but it also talks about some sort of stalking online. Maybe someone is watching you on a social media, maybe, checking your, so be vigilant, be careful with the information, that sort of what they say, read a small print, that sort of energy. So, and it's all about swords, it's all in your head, so make sure you're sort of you're careful with what you're signing, who is watching you, what people are around, so sneaky energy. And we have King of Pentacles, like bank manager. I like that card. It's Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, someone who's down to earth, very down, very grounded, good with money, either very wealthy or actually knows how to earn money, very sort of good with money, very analytical, very practical. Someone who can, where this one can give you, it could be like a professor or someone, this one, very intellectual, very clever, where this one is more about money. That's where you can go for practical advice, for practical sort of asking about how, what do I do with my investments? What do I do with this? What do I do with that? That's where you're talking about, as I said, could be a bank manager as well. And Temperance card is talking about moderation. You see how, so balance, moderation. You see how she pours water from one vessel into another, keeping everything in balance. So keep your emotions under control. So if there is something at work, or whatever you're dealing with your business or whatever, if it's sort of causing you some sort of stress or whatever, because I can see there will be some competition. Sorry, guys. Yeah, there will be some competition at work or something with the Five of Wands. Then keep your emotions under control, balance them, and keep everything in moderation. Don't overindulge when you go out with the guys. Don't overindulge. Don't drink too much. Don't do anything. Also, don't work too much as well. What I'm trying to say, it's applies to people who are workaholics. They just spend all their time at work. So keep everything in balance. Balance your life and family life and your work life. Keep that in balance. And the advice is the competition. So there will be some sort of competition at work. If you are applying for a job, make sure you stand out of the crowd. Make sure your CV stands out. Make sure when you go for an interview, you stand out. You're a little bit more alternative, because there will be the other candidates. If you want to do some sort of project or whatever at work, and you think that you deserve it, make sure you stand out of the other people. As I said, there will be competition. It could be competition in business. There will be other competitors. It could be a competitive job you're applying, or whatever. There will be some competitors. Make sure you stand out. And then we go to the sort of beginning of August and mid-August, and we talk about money. Seven of Pentacles, card of reflection, reassessment, reevaluation. You have got the profit. You received it. You've got some sort of financial security in a form of Seven of Pentacles. So now you're thinking, reevaluating, assessing. So what do I do next? What my next steps should be? Do I just sort of persevere and do the same job, the same project, the same business, or shall I invest somewhere else, which might not guarantee me that Seven of Pentacles, but might guarantee me some different experiences? Maybe I will learn something new. Maybe I will just sort of start something good will come out of it. So it's a reflection time, and it's sort of you will be doing. And I think it's next to it you got the Sun card. The Sun card is the most positive card in the whole tarot deck. It talks about brightness. Some sort of bright idea will appear in your head, and it will bring you a lot of success. success, brightness, happiness, new beginning, forward movement, positivity, anything, warmth. Well, what else do you want to me? Friendship. I don't know. It's all very, very good. It's very positive. This sun card, sun is shining for you. That's all I want to say. And again, you know, if here you were drinking with some people, here we got again the Three of Pentacles, working. It's apprentice card, working as a team. Also, it's a warning sign sometimes if you are like starting a new job, starting a new position somewhere. It warns you that some people will be checking your work. Your work will be checked. People will watch you from a side. Maybe you might not even notice it, but your work will be checked. How good you're performing, how well you're performing. You know, so make sure. But you will be doing really well because every single pentacles is identical. It's card of apprentice, doing really well. Your work will be sort of demonstrated to other people as an example. You know, you will be praised. And it's also talks, as I said, working as a team. Maybe there will be other people in your group, you know, who are, you know, you leading the group maybe, or working as a team. And we got Page of Wands, is some sort of something new start, some sort of, maybe you're doing something on a side. It's because it's a very creative card. Maybe you're doing some sort of small either hobby which can bring you money, maybe something on the side of your main job. You started doing something new which is creative, which gives you a lot of satisfaction. You started doing, you know, first steps in that directions. It's new sort of first because it's pages are children, so children's in a tarot deck. So it's like a child. This project is like your child. You just started it and you're investing into it. You know, it's also very entrepreneurial. All the wands are very entrepreneurial cards. It's not just a hobby. It's a hobby which can actually bring you a little bit of money, a little bit of income, which is very nice. Let's see what other messages we have for you, additional cards we have for you, dear Pisces. Very nice reading for you. There's no sort of any stress, no drama, nothing. Okay, we have Eight of Cups, moving away from somewhere, leaving whatever, you know, all these cups are broken and turned upside down. You're turning your back and you move away. You're looking forward. You're moving forward. You don't want to look back anymore. You just want you are walking, whatever future looks like, you don't know, because there's a mountain in front. You might just walk around the mountain. Maybe you will be climbing that mountain. Who knows? But you're looking forward into the future. You're not turning back. You turned your back to that cups, but you're not turning your head, you're not looking back. We have Two of Wands. It's again making decision, deciding which way to go. It's very positive. Whatever way you will go, you will be successful because the wands almost identical. So it's making a choice, making a decision. Actually, sometimes making a decision, the process of actually doing it is more important than what decision you're going to make. Because some people, they can't even make a decision. They just sort of go on, and they had Son of Cups. It's also... it's an offer of something, some sort of, it's maybe some sort of comes as a message, like an information, some sort of offer to you, which will make you really happy. It's a very positive card, but it's also very sort of new beginning. Maybe it will be an offer about this because both of them are pages. Maybe it's about this information about this new hobby of yours, new sort of small business which you're doing on the side, and you get a lot of positive feedback, positive information about it. Well, very nice reading, dear Pisces. You know, on this positive note, I would like to finish. And if you would like to elaborate, if you want me to book a private reading with me, please contact me. It's tamara.taro30@yahoo.com, or find me on through my website, or through the Facebook page, or through Instango, which is a mobile phone application. I normally reply within 24 hours, and I normally send a little picture of the card spread I do, and you get a little sort of description. Otherwise, I'll see you in August. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.